Chapter 42. The Tijuana Gambit, the pre-dawn darkness of August 20th, 2025, smothered Tijuana's cartel base in a veil of ash and menace, its rusted walls and sniper towers clawing the sky like a beast skeleton. Jimmy Jacks crouched at the south sewer grate, his crossbow steady, its bloodied bolt trained on the shadows, his hunter's instincts razor-sharp despite the throb in his bandaged shoulder. At 30, he led his family through Carter's ambushes, burned the general's depots, and freed girls from Juarez, but the humans scream, raw, desperate, south. Carter's lone bike roaring, the drones buzz circling high, and the chant, General, General. Mercs, not Carter's, were a storm breaking. The Jacks homestead, 100 acres of scarred fields and turbine, was a distant stronghold, defended by Grandma, Ellie, Clara, Lila, Martha, and the freed girls, but Tijuana was the general's next trafficking hub, and Jimmy's heart burned to end it. Jenny knelt beside him, her crowbar gripped tight, her botanist satchel empty, only a knife left, her leg wound bandaged, her green eyes fierce, blood crusted on her sleeve. Grandpa Jacks held his .308 rifle, his Vietnam scars, stitched leg, bleeding arm, grazed shoulder, defiant, his journal's lesson to fire, blood on his hands. Sam clutched his machete, his arm and leg grazes patched, his devotion to Lila a fierce vow, blood on his blade. Nate, hands bound, supported his sister, 16, gaunt, her Juarez rescue a fragile hope, his intel on Tijuana's sewer their edge. Joe Bradley, Jimmy's high school sweetheart turned underground fighter, led one resistance member, pistol ready, her cropped black hair glinting, her grit a spark, blood on her leg. Boone, Crawgator's Go Prepper leader, commanded 2 men. Shotguns poised, Lena's ironclad team gone. The 5 freed girls from Houston, gaunt but resolute, stayed with Boone's team, their crowbar steady. The general, bound and bloodied, was guarded by Boone, his network, Mexico, Canada, global, in Jimmy's ledgers, Ellie's broadcast, Carter's done, still burning, Crawgator's ham radio intel, drug ferals, Tijuana lab, drones, guiding their strike. That chance mercs, general's men, Jimmy whispered, his crossbow tracking the drone's red light, blood in the air from Juarez. Carter's bike, scouting south. Sewers here, 1 guard, south per Nate. Labs below, office above, lieutenants, ledgers, girls. Joe's pistol was up, her underground fire sharp, blood on her leg. My Tijuana contact, gone, ambushed, but I know the base, south sewer, tight, 1 guard. Lab, ferals collared, drugged, 6 caged. Office, 3 lieutenants, ledgers, snipers above. Jenny's knife gleamed, her botanist calm a warrior's edge, blood on her sleeve. No explosives, fire, snares, Crawgator's way. Ferals, tracks, fresh near the grate. We bani, hit de laboratorio. Grandpa's rifle scanned the compound, his voice grim, blood on his hands. Nate, sewer, guard, Ferals specifics. Lie, you're done. Nate's voice trembled, his sister's hand in his, blood on his hands. 1 guard, pistol, no dogs, south sewer, grates loose. Basement lab, vats, drugs, ferals, 6 cage, collared, 10 mercs. Office, top floor, 3 lieutenants, ledgers, global hubs, names. I heard it for her. Sam's machete twitched, his voice fierce, blood on his blade. For Lila, you're proving it, Nate, but stay sharp. Boone's shotgun was up, his voice rough, blood on his arm. 2 preppers, horses. Base edge, my team's in. Crawgator's radioed. Tijuana's chaos. Ferals loose. Drones patrol. Jimmy signaled. Jenny's crowbar prying the grate. The stench of decay hitting hard. Blood in the air. Jimmy first. Joe said, her pistol up. Boone, perimeter, drones, bikes. Sam, Nate with me. Jimmy crawled in, his flashlight dim. The tunnel slick, blood on his sleeve. Nate followed, his sister with Jenny. Sam's machete guarding. Grandpa and Joe last. Rifles ready. The sewer was tight, Nate's intel holding, south, to the basement lab. 10 minutes in. The tunnel widened. A rusted grate to the basement. Jenny's crowbar worked, the metal groaning, opening to a dark chamber, vats, cages, the stench of chemicals and blood. Ferals, 6, cage, collared, eyes glowing, snarling, drugged, their movements jerky, blood on their claws from prior kills. Lab. Nate whispered, pointing to a sealed door. Experiments, horrors, blood on the floor. Jimmy's crossbow aimed, his voice low, blood on his hands. Joe. Check the door. Snares if we got 'em. Jenny, Sam, girls, East Wing. Grandpa, Nate, me, office, ledgers, lieutenants. Jenny led Sam to the East Wing, her crowbar breaking a locked door, revealing one cage. 3 girls, gaunt, terrified, blood on their hands from clawing the bars, but alive. You're safe, Sam whispered, his machete guarding. Lila's face in his mind, cutting their ropes, blood dripping from their cuts. Jenny's knife steadied them, blood on her sleeve, her botanist's empathy a vow. The lab door loomed, no explosives left. Joe's pistol covered, her underground grit sharp, blood on her leg. No charge, force it, she said, Jimmy and Grandpa kicking it, with splintering, revealing a lab, vats, vials, blood-stained tables, 10 mercs, rifles up, alerted, blood spattering as shots fired. Intruders, one shouted, bullets chewing crates, blood pooling from a fallen merc. Cover, Jimmy yelled, his crossbow firing, a bolt dropping a merc, blood spraying. Grandpa's rifle cracked, wounding another, blood on his arm, but a merc's shot grazed Sam's shoulder, blood welling, his cry sharp. Joe's pistol fired, felling a merc, blood on his face, the ferals roared, cages rattling, collars blinking, activation, blood in the air. They're loose. Nate shouted, his sister behind him, his bound hands useless, blood on his hands. A cage buckled, a feral breaking free, drugged, lunging at Jenny, claws raking her arm, blood spraying. Sam's machete sank into its back, saving her, blood on his blade, his shoulder bleeding. Jenny's crowbar smashed its collar, disabling it, blood and sparks mixing, her knife slashing another feral, blood pooling. Office. Jimmy yelled, leading Nate, Grandpa, Joe, the girls with Jenny and Sam, the lab burning, feral snarling, 3 more loose, blood on their claws. The stairs to the top floor were a gauntlet, 3 lieutenants, pistols, rifles, guarding a steel door, ledgers inside. Jimmy's bolt dropped 1, blood pooling. Joe's pistol wounding another, blood on his arm, but a sniper shot from a tower grazed Grandpa's leg, blood dripping, his grunt sharp. Nate's heart pounded, his sister's fierce fire, blood on his hands. Ledgers inside, he shouted, Jimmy kicking the door, Joe's pistol firing, dropping the last lieutenant, blood spattering. The office was a fortress, maps, a radio, ledgers open, Tijuana, Vancouver, human stock, Feral Labs, a global network, names, routes, blood on the floor from a fallen merc. Sam's machete slashed a feral climbing the stairs, blood spraying. Jenny's crowbar smashing another's collar, blood and sparks mixing. Nate grabbed the ledgers, his sister clinging, blood on her hands. Got him, he yelled, but a feral collar drugged, burst from trapdoor, claws raking Joe's back, blood welling. Grandpa's machete, rifle empty, smashed its skull, blood pooling, saving her. Out! Jimmy shouted, leading to the sewer, the girls with Sam, Nate's sister with Jenny, Joe limping, blood trailing, Grandpa covering, blood dripping. The lab burned, feral snarling, 2 chasing, blood on their claws. Boone's shotgun blasted one, blood spraying. Joe's pistol fell in the other, blood pooling. The compound ablaze, blood and smoke choking the air. They emerged from the sewer, Tijuana's ruins dark, the girls shivering, Nate's sister sobbing, the general dragged, blood on his face. Boone's preppers held the perimeter, shotguns firing, Carter's bike gone, Farrell's howls rising, blood in the air. The drone circled, its light fading, damaged. Jimmy's crossbow was up, his heart pounding, blood on his hands. We got the ledgers, girls. Burn the lab. General's bound, but Vancouver's neck's bigger per the ledgers. Jenny's crowbar was ready, her botanist's heart steel, blood on her sleeve. Vancouver. Ledger say it's a heart, Feral Labs, slaves. Homestead first, Ellie, Grandma, Lila, then Canada. Joe's pistol was steady, her back bandaged, blood on her arm. My underground, Vancouver contacts, ready. We burn the network. For Chillicothe, the girls. Sam's machete was steady. Lila's name is Val, blood on his hands. For her, we keep going, Vancouver for all of them. Grandpa's journal lessons burned. The head's not enough. Boone, Joe, your team's safe house, regroup, Vancouver plan. Jimmy, Sam, Jenny, Nate, Ledger's next hub. The generals laugh, cold and bloodied, cut through. Vancouver's a spark, my network's fire, global. Ferals, slaves, drones, you'll die, Jax. Shut up. Nate roared, his machete the general's throat, blood on the blade, silencing him. His sister's hand is fire. The radio crackled, Ellie's voice urgent. Jimmy, Ellie, Homestead, bunker secure. Ferals trapped, no Carter, no drones yet. Tijuana hit, Ledger's girls. Status? Over. Jimmy's voice was steel, blood on his hands. Ellie, Tijuana hit, Ledger's, girls freed, lab burned, generals bound, networks Vancouver, global. Safe house next, then Homestead, Canada. Hold, for Lila, all of them. Over. Ellie's voice crackled, fierce. Copy, Jimmy. Bunkers fortified, traps set. Vancouver, lab, Ferals, drones, experiments. Crawgators preppers with you, Dawn. Stay alive for us. Over. Jimmy's crossbow was up, his heart of Val, blood on his hands. Dawn, Vancouver, sewer, lab, network's heart. Joe, your team, contacts, snares. Boone preppers, horses, supplies. We end this for the girls. A new howl broke the night, not Ferals, but scream human south, where a bike roared, Carter's joined by a drone's buzz. Another, circling, its red light closer, and the chant, General. General, louder, Mercs, rising, blood in the air. Jenny's crowbar was up, Sam's machete ready. Joe's pistol a spark, Boone's shotgun a shield, Nate's bound hand a chain, his sister's fires defiance, blood on their hands. The Tijuana gambit was won, but the network's jaws loomed, and the Jax family's fire was their blade.